Today, let's review Luna and Jin because you can pick them from this week Horror Heroes. And this is my first Luna, by the way. So I had to spend the entire day yesterday to play around with her to make sure I know everything about Luna. The most obvious use case for this unit is going to be in the Giant's Abyss Heart. So there was a story about this unit. It was available as one of the choices in many years ago Horror Heroes anniversary event. But back then, you had to vote in-game which unit the entire game will get. And a lot of people voted for the Light Ninja. I was very angry because this unit was so good back then as a PvE damage dealer. There wasn't many max HP option back then, and I really wanted this unit, but the entire game voted for the Light Ninja. I was really angry, but now I finally have a chance to play with her. And this is one of the teams that you can build for your Luna. She has many problems, by the way. Her skill 3 will have max AI, best AI, perfect AI if you have max HP. So if you get attacked during the wave, then you will not have the perfect AI anymore. And the cooldown for the skill is very long. So if she used that skill in the mid boss, she will not have it immediately right here in the final boss. So that is the reason why this team I'm using right here, even though it seemed really good, is actually not 100% win rate. It's not even like 80% win rate, because in the boss stage, if I miss defense break, then it's gonna be a loss because my bird cannot kill the mid boss. And also, if my bird double skill 1, so that's the skill 2 into skill 3 right there. If the bird double skill 1, I will not be able to kill the mid boss as well, and Luna will have to take a turn. And if Luna take a turn, she will not have skill 3 in the final boss, and that will result in a loss run because there's no fail-safe mechanic here like the Wind Homunculus, unfortunately. So even though it looks really good, I failed many times with this team, so it's not really a farming team for me personally. But if I switch Deborah with the Wind Homunculus, as you can see right here, even if I don't kill the mid boss right here, it is totally okay because the Wind Homunculus can easily finish off the mid boss. And in the final boss, even if the worst thing happened, the revive mechanic of this Homunculus allow you to have a very safe run. So if the Homunculus goes skill 2 or skill 3, then Luna will finish off the boss instantly, and that will be a 26-second run. If the Homunculus goes skill 1, then Luna will skill 3 into skill 2, and it'll become a 30-second run. Still very fast. This is my current Luna build. Rage, broken, attack, crit damage, and attack. We have the crit rate leader from the Tesha, so we don't need max crit rate. I have damage on water and skill 3 crit damage here so that she can do the most damage on the boss stage. Also, you might say that, Sean, if you make the Tesha better, then you can one-shot the mid-boss, right? Yes, that is the case. But I have to break so many damage dealer to give Tesha the absolute best build to one-shot the mid-boss with double skill 1, which is something that I don't want to do. This is already pretty big investment for this unit. I don't want to go any further than this, to be honest. But this is 2024. We don't really need Luna anymore. I can also do the same thing with Shaman. Shaman can do the same damage, very low cooldown, not perfect AI, but not really a problem. I can still farm really fast with this unit, and I don't really need Luna anymore, unfortunately. But then, she can be the perfect unit for your Dragons team if you don't have Liam, and now you can get her for free. But here's the problem. Even with my best possible build for this unit, and my best possible rune on my Water Dowsim, I still have another 20,000 HP left on the boss that I can't knock down. And that is really far away from what my runes can do, unfortunately. Other than that, she's not really an option for any meta PvE team, even for any Rift team. So she's not really that amazing in any other dungeon whatsoever. But what about a beginner account? I have one to show you guys right here as well. So I picked Luna on my 2024 beginner account. I have attack, crit damage, attack belt right here. We are using a sort of free-to-play beginner Giant's Abyss Heart team as well. So is she amazing in the beginner account? As you can see right here, the runtime is not too bad. But the problem is, I'm not sure how consistent it actually is. I have 2 AoE units right here that can potentially stun the enemy team so that they cannot damage Luna, so her skill 3 will be at full potential. She get full the attack bar and she get perfect AI. But it is very hard to make sure that she doesn't get attacked. Even with Shield Rune, all the skill 1 of the Golem can potentially go to her because she is not a water unit. And her damage output is very similar to a shaman. If you don't have a shaman, then I think she can be okay to use. Skill 1 and skill 2 provide 0 value to make the runtime any faster. If she has like some sort of AoE defense break like the Water Garo, then I think she can really help with the team in the Trash Wave. But unfortunately, she doesn't do anything in the Trash Wave. And Shaman can actually heal, or Crow can actually help with the defense break, but her value is only in the skill 3, and because she multi-hit, she can make the Giants revenge you even more often, which is kind of a sad thing for this unit. You want the Giants to not hit you, which is the real deal. But the damage is okay. So would I use her in my beginner account? I don't think so, because she's not making the runtime any faster. My runtime with Crow or Shaman is actually the same or faster, and safer as well, because they can provide their own unique value. If Crow land the branding in the boss stage, then everyone here can do some massive damage. Shaman can heal, so that the runtime is gonna be safer as well. 1 minute 4 seconds, not too bad. So if you don't have Shaman, or you don't want to use Crow for any reason, you want to use her, then you can use her. But I wouldn't say she's like a major improvement. What about Dragon? You can definitely use her in the Dragon's team as well, replacing one of the damage dealer, let's say Veramos for example, or you remove Crow and then put her in, because she can do very good damage on the boss stage, but during the Trash Wave, I'm not too sure. But the good thing about Dragon's team is that it is usually designed for you to not get hit at all. So she will keep her cool thing about the skill 3, the full attack bar increase, and the perfect AI for the most part. But once again, she doesn't do anything for the Trash Wave to make it faster. As you can see right here, we don't have the Veramo stun, so it can get a little bit risky. If all the 3 crystal hit the Crow or the Verd, then the run will be much worse compared to before. And you cannot count on Spectra AI, because that is just very, very sad. The damage is 60,000. It is good, but it's not anything that amazing. My Spectra does more damage, by the way, which is incredible. So Veramos would keep the team safe, do a lot of damage, and push back the tower attack bar to make it really, really safe as well. So I'm not too sure. She can strip with skill 1, but because usually you don't build her with any accuracy, the strip is not reliable at all. So I would not use her in your Dragon's team. I would rather use Veramos. Safe, fast, absolutely amazing. My best runtime is with Veramos as well, and not with any other damage dealer. So as a new player, I would definitely not pick her, but I will go with the Light Ninja, which we'll discuss in the next part of the video. Compared to Luna, he is irrelevant in all PvE content. You don't need him for any PvE whatsoever. But the speed lead is what will make him usable in PvP. His skill 2 can do very good damage with speed buff, and his skill 3 is a disappointment of the ninja way. It has a very low chance of strip and a glancing hit debuff with only 75% chance, not even 100 by the way. So you don't rely on the strip, and you can't really rely on the glancing debuff as well. The best thing about him is that the skill 2 can do pretty okay damage, and the base stat is pretty good for a speed scaling damage dealer. The first most obvious way to use this guy is to use it as a speed leader for your Tion, and then the Tion will boost the Lucian that is built with low speed and high damage, and you hope to kill the enemy team. If you have the Light Raccoon, then you can outspeed even easier because the unit has higher base speed. The Tion has very low base speed. But I don't do this because I don't have good Lucian runes, so I don't even know if I can one-shot this enemy defense right here. Unfortunately, I couldn't finish them off, and that is a problem. But if your ninja is really good, then he can be the cleanup guy. And potentially we're gonna stun this guy right here. So even though my Lucian was kind of weak sauce, we still have this one in the back, and the ninja can be really, really good at providing the follow-up damage because he's a pretty decent damage dealer on his own. But because we're in 2024 where Mi Yang is absolutely busted, if you can sacrifice 2 speed and use Mi Yang in this team, Mi Yang can finish off the whatever fire unit much easier because she's water. So that is also something that you want to consider. And Mi Yang is much easier to build and crit all the time, which is pretty amazing. So is the Light Ninja really that good? If you have Dover and you really need that extra 1-2 speed, because if you get outsped you lose instantly, then I think you want to have a copy of Gin or 2 just to make sure that you outspeed the enemy with the extra 2 speed that you got. The second way to use him is to use him with a speed booster. Obviously, Asher is going to be the best using the leader skill and the speed boost from the skill. And you have a defense breaker in the form of Gemini, so you can prepare the food for the ninja. And you're trying to kill them one by one. But this is also kind of risky because I'm not sure how hard and how good your ninja can be built. And you can only kill one unit. So the other three can really, the other two can really still mess you up if they violent proc. And we're playing guild content. The defense is going to violent proc all the time. But it is also an option if you see a defense that only has... oh my god. If you see the defense only have one threat, you can use this, use a ninja to one-shot the threat, and you're good to go. That can also be another way to use the light ninja. But if you're newer to the game and you don't have Gemini, you can probably use Lauren to do the same strip defense break thingy. And you're trying to kill the enemy main threat as soon as you can. But without the AoE damage, oh my god, he is absolutely getting clapped right here. And the problem with this team is that everyone is light. So there's no dedicated tank in this team, which make it really suck. Because I'm sure when AoE damage happen, the one that's going to take the hit will be the ninja, and that is definitely not something that I want to deal with. So as you can see right here, the team is not exactly incredible and safe in any shape or form. It is functional, but not something that I would dare use in G3 Siege, but it is something that you can potentially use in whatever your rank you are in. You can probably run some sort of light leader and Asher and Lauren or Gemini and one-shot their main scariest unit. But once again, in 2024, if you have access to this unit, I will use this unit over Jin almost all the time because building her is easier because you don't need crit rate. She provides healing and her speed is only 2 speeds slower. Miyang is absolutely busted in offense that I'm not too sure if I ever going to use Jin, but for a new player, I think Jin is going to be okay because you need as many speed leaders as you can get. And for my noob account, I would definitely pick Jin over Luna because at least I can use it with my Fran and Lauren much more effectively. And in conclusion, how do I recommend this? For a new player, I would take Jin over Luna. You probably don't have both. I'll go for Jin for your guild PvP because you need the speed leader. For mid-game player who don't have both of these units, you can go with whatever you want. I don't think it's gonna make a huge difference. For end-game player, why are you... you don't need my advice, but you're probably gonna go for another light speed leader for your Asher, for your Dova, or whatever you want. You probably don't use Luna. For ultra endgame PvE team that require Luna that exists out there, I know some of them do, then maybe you're gonna use Luna, potentially. Because some super endgame top tier rune team out there require a smart AI unit to finish off the boss. Unfortunately, I'm not even in that category, so hey, if they need a Luna, they got a Luna.